So recently it's come to my attention that a lot of my viewers and people that play my server don't know like the whole history about a server. Sometimes I just want to tell them the whole story. So this is what I'm going to do in this video. It all started about a year and a half ago when I was wandering around through different worlds trying to find a good spawn. And I just so happened to come upon this spawn back when I used to play on my Switch. It all started with one river that all my friends and some of the people that play the server know about. I named it Wolf River because I tamed my first wolf there, and it just sounds like a good name. I started this world thinking that it might just end like every other world that I've started, but I started to feel more connected to it now that I started building more things in it. I started with building this first barn in my world. This isn't here anymore because I had to make room for other builds, but there's still lots of other early builds that are still around, some of which nobody even knows about except me. The reason I ended up starting a server in the first place is because all my friends and I were very, very annoyed at Minecraft servers because every time that you went to host a server from your own console or whatever you had, it would just be so laggy to the point that you just wouldn't want to play with your friends because it was that laggy. And that was where the idea of a Minecraft server came into play. But before all that happened, I made some amazing bases, including this one, totally designed by Ecolio, my favorite YouTuber. Full credit to him for this. I literally went through the whole video, watched everything, and built the whole thing in my survival world. After I slowly started to progress, I made one of my favorite bases in my whole time playing Minecraft. After I beat the Ender Dragon, I ended up making this base, which is truly one of my favorite bases of all time. I even ended up making a full diamond set with the iron trims from the stronghold. After I finished my base, I started cleaning up things around my world, improving builds, getting the elytra, and even making automatic farms. After all this time, I finally created the server. It was nothing special, just a bedrock realm with 3 player slots, just as I started out, so I know it was something I actually would want to do. After everyone had decent gear, we established something called Old Town. This was where most players lived, and we made a few automatic farms. Everybody seemed to be getting along just fine. So I added it up to 8 player slots on the server so more of my friends could join it. Right now, everybody was getting along great. I was building my first villager trading hall. My friends Soccerdot and Bagafin were making their first castle. Meanwhile, a player called JJ Let's Go went very far out. And another player called Ayla Gray built a nice base. After I finished my villager trading hall, I made this very long trail all the way from my base to Old Town. It's sadly grief now, but that's a story for later video. A lot of servers go through something called the 2-week Minecraft phase, but this server, like, everybody went way longer than that. 2 months. After that, the server kind of died down over summer vacation because people were doing stuff in real life. But I was hard at work doing a new base that was even better than all of the other ones that I've ever built combined. This is my new base now, but I'm not going to spoil everything because I didn't finish this until a lot later. I also worked on some other projects over the summer, like making this gunpowder farm, and even making a new villager trading hall. After everyone started coming back to school, we made the server way more popular. Even players from a grade above us started playing. New players started joining like Asa Poophead, Bluff Mango, Dragon Gamer, Easy K Lamo, Mally Rudd, Kamin, Gamer Boy, DW, Fearless, Handy Place, Nintendo Bros, Salty, Super Aiden, Totaling Moth, and Wanted Book joined. All these players started making new builds, and even better, everybody seemed to be getting along. Or at least that's what I thought. The griefer first started with the iron farm. This is what supplied the early players with all their resources. The same griefer went on and griefed the pathway between my base and Old Town. Not stop there. They griefed one of my best builds yet, my villager trading hall. Then even griefed my friend's base. But I wasn't really sure who was doing all this, but I had an idea how they were doing it. You see, over the summer, me and my friend SoccerDead had discovered a duplication glitch that we saw on YouTube. We used this glitch and completely abused it, but then realized how bad the glitch was. It made people not even want to play the server anymore. So we completely got rid of all our items that we had duped. But the word must have got out to somebody who had started griefing. At the time, I was really scared that my castle would be griefed, because it was still in progress and I would have to start over. A pet of Mally Rudd and Bluff Mango had recently become king of the server named Bacon. But it too would have to come to its fate. Also, if you've been watching this long, please consider subscribing. It takes a long time to make these videos, and it would really help. A few days after the griefer killed Bacon, they griefed my base too. Luckily, they didn't grief it too badly, but still. Sadly, players like SoccerDud and many others had to start making secret bases to hide from the griefer. Sadly, a lot of players started quitting the server because their bases were griefed. Finally, the griefer seemed to have stopped griefing, but a lot of the players did not come back, and only a few of the builds were never griefed. Nowadays in the server, only a few of my friends play, but it's more fun like that, knowing that your bases will never get griefed. If you watched this far in the video, thank you so much, and please consider subscribing. This took many hours to make, so it would help out a lot. At the moment, the server is just Bedrock, but I'm working on getting it to crossplay so both Bedrock and Java players can join. If you want to join, just go to the Discord server in my channel's description. Once you're in, tell me if you play Java or Bedrock, and your username, and what you'd like to do in the server. Again, this won't be going on immediately because it's switching between Bedrock and crossplay, so it might take a while. But thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.